Welcome to the Warrandyte Repair Cafe, a monthly event held at the Warrandyte Mechanics Institute Hall, run by the Warrandyte Arts Association. A team of local fixers come together to repair all manner of things for the community. So let's meet the fixers, who are providing their time, their skill and their tools to allow the community to save waste, to save money and to save their treasured items.
In Warrandyte, the Repair Cafe started in 2019. My brother was running a similar cafe in North Balwyn, but we just felt like it would be a great fit for Warrandyte. We've got a lot of volunteer sort of minded people and a lot of skills. So, and we have some very connected people. So we spoke to a lot of the connected people and they just knew the fixers. And so I went and interviewed and talked to a few of them, and most of them said yes, they'd love to be on board. We met a number of the fixers and they were all excited. They didn't really know what it was about, but we were able to show them examples of similar repair cafes. A number of us, actually, I think about 6 of us, went and visited North Balwyn Repair Cafe, where my brother Andrew was running it. And also we visited one in Ringwood, which was up and running, and we felt, yep, we can do this, we can definitely do this. The hall is beautifully suited for the purpose. And so, yeah, we took it on from then.
For 2 hours on the first Sunday of each month, the Repair Cafe opens its doors to the public.
On the books, I would say we have about 20 fixers. They're not all able to come every month. But what we've sort of factored in is a number of fixers in each of the areas so that we can manage it, so that we have... And look, there have been occasionally monthly repair cafes where we just didn't have enough of a particular fixer, and we just say to people, I'm sorry, we're a bit light on for fixers this time. And so, yeah, please come back next month where we know that those people will be back.
Locals love the atmosphere and the cafe is becoming increasingly popular.
Hi, I'm Felicia and I'm here because I'm trying to fix my battery for the mower. It's gone under the rain and I haven't actually mowed the grass for a month except whippersnippering it, so hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. I'm number 12.
Unfortunately for Felicia, rats had got into the charger and eaten some of the wiring.
The water ingress, and that...
So the power goes in, the power goes into everywhere.
Yeah.
So the power goes in everything. There's power going in.
Okay.
Our fixer Roger was too polite to tell her the real reason for the fault.
Are very sensitive to voltage and whatever has happened where we saw that.
Power is going through, and but I think some parts of it have been fused. Like it's just not working. Electricity has gone through it, so it's gone to heaven. That's it. We've got to get a new charger because the battery's still working. But it's good to see how it's been open, and it's like I make peace with it. Like it's done. Like okay. So it's good.
Unusually, because my repair success rate is 66 2/3%. 1/3 we can't fix, another third we can fix, and the other third just happens to work when we plug it into the power here. And I call that the laying on of hands.
Roger's fantastic. He tried his best. He opened up. He explained everything. My husband's an engineer, so he's really happy to see everything is working. That's not working. And he's also decided that, okay, it's done. And we're going to look for something on Gumtree or Facebook Marketplace or something just to replace it. Yeah. So it's fantastic.
Felicia is delighted she found the Repair Cafe and hopes to come back to get more items repaired in the future.
I saw it in a magazine, in a Manningham magazine, and I just thought, let's give it a shot. And I realized that there's undergarments and there's sewing and knitting. So the next time round, I think I've got a whole lot of things to bring around here.
People bring things to the Repair Cafe for all sorts of reasons: environmental, economic, or sentimental, or sometimes all these things at once.
So I'm here to get 2 of my kids' t-shirts repaired and 2 of their teddies and a lunchbox. So these 2 are very sentimental, and the kids were devastated when they discovered they had little holes. And then these 2 t-shirts I got secondhand. I bought secondhand and they had holes in them already, so just wanted to get those fixed before they get bigger. It was amazing. Yeah, I was saying I felt like a VIP having 3 repairers fixing these things for us, so it was really good. We've got a lunchbox that needs to be soldered, so that's going to get repaired as well. This is it here, and one of the pins or whatever has come undone. So again, I bought it secondhand and it came a bit broken, so happy to get that repaired as well.
Sometimes items need specialist equipment to be repaired, so the fixers may take the objects home to get repaired during the month.
All right, Erin. Hi, welcome back to the Repair Cafe.
Thank you so much.
My dad managed to fix this for you. He had to bronze it because it's stainless steel.
Amazing, it works. One of these little latches was off, and so I could never get this latch tight enough to really keep it closed, so now it's all fixed and ready to go.
Fantastic. So why did you get it fixed?
3 reasons really. One, I like that it's sustainable. It's a sustainable product to begin with, and getting it repaired goes with that as well. Secondly, there's just so much waste in the world, and so many things can get fixed, but people don't know how to fix them themselves. The expense of buying new things every time something breaks, but it's nice to see the community and be part of the community again as well, and catch up with people. And I think a lot of people, at least from my perspective, like don't really know about it, or if they do, they think like, what's the catch? How much is it going to cost to get it repaired and all of that? So I think it's amazing, and I think the volunteers are it's so lovely for them to want to spend their time helping people. It's really good, and teach my kids as well that when something breaks, if someone can fix it for you, that's great, and if they can't, then you would replace it.
Some things are just too good to throw away.
I had a couple of items that I wanted to fix. I don't like throwing things out. I got a pair of old barber scissors, I guess, fixed. It seemed like I had a little screw, and it seemed like he had to sort of file that down a bit, and then he got it to fit back into the hole, and he also did something, bashed it on the back so that it stays in there. And then the other fellow kindly sharpened it for me as well. I just like them, they're that old school, and I don't like throwing things out anyway. They cut probably better than a lot of the newer ones you get. But I like them too. It's aesthetic, not just practical. A lot of these jobs you can't get them done, some time ago we got to a point where goods were so cheap to make, appliances, that it was deemed that you just chuck it out when it doesn't work anymore, and I think that's crazy. And I mean, that's why I thought it was fantastic. And I mean, I can learn something from it as well. But there's not many places you can go to get these. It's that old knowledge that so.
Meet this week's fixer. Bernadette is a regular fixer and manages the cafe's Facebook page.
I've been repairing stuff here for, I think it's 2.5 years, something like that, yeah. And yeah, really, really enjoy it. It's a great way to be part of the community. And I think it really crosses a whole lot of my skill set. I do small wooden things and small mechanical things. I've done a lot of sewing machines. People tend to get sewing machines from someone and they don't know how to use it, and we have actually run some classes here, basic sewing. But people inherit a machine and they don't know how to adjust the tension, and they don't know, how to fix the stitch if it's skipping and all that sort of thing. So I have done a lot of machines, and and then I seem to be in the glue department, so I have dozens of different sorts of glue, from ceramic glue to glass glue to shoe glue. So I'm finding lots of different ways of using glue. Yeah. The basic premise is that we want to reduce landfill, and we want people to get into a different mindset where we're not a throwaway society. We're using and reusing things, repurposing things. I've got a toolkit and I bring things along and little broken bits and pieces, and it's amazing how frequently I find a use for them. Yes, last time I was cutting up a can of soft drink for a metal project, and it worked like a charm. So yeah, it was good. So I love fixing things. My dad was a brilliant fixer and builder. He made furniture, etc. And so I got a lot of those sort of woodworking skills and mechanical skills, and and then I just like to use my brain in other ways to keep my brain active, and to be thinking about how do I solve this problem. I think I have got a problem solver mindset. I work as a psychologist the rest of the week, and so this is a complete change, and it's a lot of fun. I love the fact that we're doing something very practical to impact landfill and recycle, repurpose, reuse things, and it ticks a lot of boxes for me. I think I'm more interested in the sustainability aspect, although some of the things we've had, one of the most beautiful things I had was a woman who was in her 80s, and she bought a ballerina clock, and the ballerina hadn't danced for 60 years, and I fixed it, and it was just so beautiful.
Speaking of sentimental, next time we talk with the Morris brothers, who had a sentimental recipe book restored by bookbinder John.
This is a recipe book that my mum used to have, and while I was in Vietnam back in 1969, would you believe, she sent a fruitcake over, and it was out of this book, and it was a Second World War recipe that they called Soldier's Pound Cake, and they used to make it for the soldiers over wherever they were in the Second World War, and reputedly the cake used to keep for 12 months. Of course, it only took about a week to get to us in Vietnam, and we had the first one, and I was told.